Good evening, everyone. So, we have more action from the 8 Regents of Westeros tournament, and specifically from the Tyrell Targaryen match. And it's going quite well for us. So, we won 3 of the first 5, so we are in the lead at the moment. But some tough games, unfortunately, still to come. And 2 games are now being played simultaneously, so we'll only get one of them. It's KaiRong against TheMeeplesChampion, and the other one is Robert Charvet against Palpa. And we had a vote, and narrowly this bottom game with KaiRong has prevailed, so that's the one we'll be watching. And I will keep an eye myself on the other game as well, and keep you updated. So it would be nice to win at least one of them, maybe 2 if we can. And what do we have? We have White Book, which is supposed to be one of the strongest decks Tyrell has, against Darkwing Dark Words, which is, not, but it is playable, I think, in Targaryen. And Targaryen starts with Darion Harris, basically a perfect setup. Economy and the Loyalist, and something else might be coming in now with this King's Road. Tyrell, on the other hand, goes for Initiative in the opening plot, has Economy, has High Tower Knight, and something in Shadows, which is also as good as anything. Yeah, the other game that is being played at the same time is Reigns for Tyrell and Aloof and Apart for Targaryen, which is, worrying. Aloof and Apart is definitely a super strong deck, so let's see if Robert can win that. I think the one time he played Reigns is the game he won, right, against Alex. So hopefully more of the same today. So let's see what Tyrell can do. 3 gold left is worrying. All kinds of events possible, and the dragon is there. However, this should help. This should have a good look at the hand now and see exactly what the threat is. Yeah, knights are great. However, the one thing that always sucks is that they are mostly non-unique, and then opponent plays that Morgulis just before you can play tourney, right? And none of these are Kingsguards, so the agenda currently not really doing anything. However, Ghost can now have a good look at the hand, see what the problem is. So 1 copy of each event means 1 Dracarys, 1 Consuming Flames, 1 Dragon is no slave. So, yeah. Can burn that much with that, I guess. Now he discards this one, which could be taken back. However, it requires a dragon to win a challenge, and that seems unlikely, and he's probably seen that the hand can't hurt him, right? Can defend everything, can he? So, companion, ally, mercenary. Can stand the Loyalist. Can he interact with the other side? Ghost of High Heart. That's tricky. Can take that, I guess. Baldaschi is the question, and there's a card in Shadows as well. Yeah, no reason not to try. And that kind of sucks now. And loses the White Sword Tower, which is great against this agenda, I would say. And now the Ghost can check, But I think KaiRong is alright. Gets to draw one and then has the Hollow Hill. Problem is now that can't really do military, can you? Because you want that ghost back on your side. And discards Bounty. There is one red one straights, but not much else, so that's a good card to hit. And now let's win 2 challenges here. And dominance, and we've started alright. Just not military, do power instead, right? And then don't forget the Hollow Hill trigger. Okay. Always scared that players will forget. Finds Marjorie, which one is that? 4 cost one. Okay, makes sense. Queen trait. Need it for the stand. Now I'll have a look at what's going on in the other game in the meantime. Yeah, very close start, so nothing really to report. So we have an early pointy end to get rid of Darius dupe. And Time of Plenty on the other side, yeah. Pointy end, we've seen some Targ decks being really annoying, right, with their Voltrons, with Queensguard and such, so pointy end makes sense. However, if it's Dark Wings, Dark Wards, maybe won't be that attachment heavy. And King's Road was there. Instead of that bounty, now we have a queen, but we still have no Kingsguard characters. Possibly there could be Boros, but I think probably White Swords is more realistic. Plenty of knights, and they could get a tourney. Yeah, Tark setting up all kinds of stuff, but is there going to be any strong characters? More dragons. And something in shadow. So most of these cards should be known to Kai. However, 3 were just drawn from the plot, so let's look again. This time, this event that he discarded might annoy him. There's 2 dragons you need to defend against. But now that the dupe is gone, it's a little awkward. Can't really Morgulis the knights away, can you? Not unless you have card advantage, which at the moment Targaryen doesn't really. Gets rid of Rhaegal. Is that going to help? Well, Miss Sunday. Yeah, could have seen that coming. Now that's a tempo hit, however, does keep him safe. And that was an event that could have been played after a Morghulis. I was thinking you can reset now, maybe there's a Fire and Blood. And you have so much econ that Dario comes back. And, well, yeah, still could be the plan. And I wonder what the card in Shadows is. Now at least he's not taking Ghost of Highheart to do that thing again. Although, who knows, right? There could be Aegon in Shadows. I really, one of these days, should look at the restricted list to see exactly what can be played with Aegon. Especially since my own game is coming up in the morning. And Viserion is claimed, not the Reducer. So what's the plan with that exactly? Can you resurrect him? Annals and play this, I guess. And there he is. Now what's he bringing with him? Golden Company, which can keep itself in play. And now you can win with the dragon, right? But you don't have any more gold to take the event back. The one Kingsguard character. Now if there's white swords, that's not too bad. And, well, Golden Company saves itself, which probably means that Jeff will try to play on the board here, get strong characters back. However, the knights, right? So what can you do if it's a tourney? And did we miss Hollow Hill? Is there anything loyal? Don't think it is, we just missed it. That's going to annoy me each time. Okay, so now I guess Kai has to go first because he has to trigger the Harris first. Then Barristan comes in, so he can keep 4 characters if he likes, but I think, yeah, keeping 3 instead, because they are the most important ones. Although keeping 4 would have given him a better tourney potentially, but okay. Yeah, do Barristan. Really the only thing that could have got him was the Harris, so a duel is not going to be in a deck that plays Dario. So things become quite tricky now for Targaryen, I think, in this one. Let's get other stuff. Pinch still a threat, of course. Would have been slightly better if you had a Hollow Hill character as well, one of those Green Apple Knights. And if you're wondering, the other game's still very close. It's just gone to round 3 and there is a Mad King's command. It's going to leave something like Cordani, Barristan Selmy and Drogon against Renly, Knight of Flowers and Brienne. So fun, fun, fun. This time didn't have the goal to put that pinch into shadows, right? So that card is probably something else. Dupe Drogon, never fun. However, he cannot really burn much. There's just the ghost. And one card, well, why? Look at that, just get rid of it, I think. Okay, Funeral Pyre could have drawn. Could it have drawn? Not really though. Not on this board. And it was not big enough to stand anyone strong, so now we have a mystery card instead. Let's try to get rid of that then. And if it's not properly defended, could be a second pinch. I think one is in hand, right? If I followed the game correctly. Switching my attention occasionally to the other games, so could be that I'm misremembering. Now Marjorie can pull Drogon into the challenge. She pulls Dario. Nightmares on Plaza. Well, now that we don't know the card, of course, it could have stood something. It's a little weird because it's now that card is going to be discarded and Plaza is pretty harmless, but spending resources to deal with it and not nightmaresing Drogon. You can, to be fair, you can defend against him. Okay, that was too expensive. So, nice little event. Now there's 11 and no surprises because the hand is empty. So if you leave Green Apple Knight and Barristan, they can defend against Drogon's military. Yeah, missing Marjorie. I was wondering why the extra defender. Marjorie does get some plus strength. And just fully attacking on the military. To the point where even the power icon is spent and power hasn't been done yet. Because we have this. Yeah. That shows you how well I know White Book. To be fair, I'm undefeated with it. I played 3 games with Tyrell White Book when we did the Friendly Council deck with Nico. And I played his deck for 3 games on stream and won all of them, so that was slightly different though. Why with Barristan? Could have won with this guy, right? And then Barristan defends. Never mind. Jeff happy to defend everything. 9 with dominance. Now let's trigger Hollow Hill, come on. Okay. And that's pretty perfect. So I'm pretty sure the tourney wins from here, right? Best you can do is play Morghulis into it. I think tourney is very strong from here. Could play Annals, get some events, but yeah, maybe. It's not brilliant though. And against tourney, especially not brilliant. And there we are. So they are immune to events, the knights. And you can get Fire and Blood for Viserion. You can play this one time when Evoke is a threat but doesn't work on knights. And here we have Economy and Nightmares. So I think this could be a possible closer. No power on the faction card, but if you spam the knights and they all go into a military challenge, that's looking good. I'll just quickly check on the other game in the meantime how that Matkins command went. Well, we're not dead yet, so looks like that is playable as well. If this game finishes, we might switch to the other one, see how it went or how it's ending. Yeah, didn't want to draw Drogon here really. Could have even kept him in hand for Plaza. And that's another character that Jeff didn't want to see. They're going to attack and stand unless you can do something to stop that. Is this guy Kingsguard as well? He is. I would have probably gone for Intrigue first. Get rid of that last card. But it doesn't matter. If Targaryen survives this, then it's a minor miracle, I think. All 3 challenges can be done with the Renown. Would need something like a Nefarious Acolyte to stop it. And even then, there's Printed Renown. Yeah, can't get the knights. Couldn't be done really. That's kind of a dream game here for Tyrell. Got everything, and as soon as the reset turned out to be the Harris, it was looking pretty bad. Yeah, they can do the second challenge. Can't be stopped, so... Trying to burn Marjorie. And doesn't quite work, so that's it. Round 4. Tourney wins for Tyrell, and that's 4-2. And we're not going to... Well, we can show you how the other one is ending. There is nothing left to see, unfortunately, because Targaryen is about to win. So played you win or you die. So no hand now. And okay, we have first snow, but 2 big dragons here. So yeah, I lost track slightly when that Mad King's command was played, but suddenly the board for Robert was completely empty. Stuff in the discard pile, not even the dead pile, but the discard pile. So not sure exactly what happened, but it went downhill at some point, and looks like we're winning one of the two again. Unless Robert can somehow come back here. Marshalling stuff into first snow. Never a good idea. But if there's no if there's no intrigue icon, then doesn't matter anyway. So yeah, too bad I missed what happened exactly in this one. See lots of annoying little removal plots and it's 2 climbers, so that's one for Targaryen, and that means that we keep the lead 4-3 up, and next up in about half an hour we'll be watching Jaime against Alex Menotti, and then if that goes 4-4 for instance, it's it's a good end of the week, because I play against the online world champion, and then Francisco plays against Andy Boyd, so chances to lose 6-4 again, right? But hope it doesn't happen. And if Jaime wins, then it's a guaranteed draw, and we have 2 match points against 2 very strong opponents. So should be interesting whatever happens. Thank you for being with me for these 2 games. Well, one in particular and just the ending of the other. And we'll see you in about half an hour for Jaime's game.